Yeah, you know, no excuses for the Clippers, man. No excuses at all. They have everything they need. It's just no excuses. I expect championship, or bare minimum, I expect to go to the finals. They have a good enough team to beat the Lakers. I'm not saying they will beat the Lakers in a 7 game series because we don't know the answer to that because the series has never happened yet. But there's no excuses for this team. You got all you need. Go out there and win it. Go out there and be the best team you can be. Go out there and be the team that everybody knows of the Clippers to be. They have all the talent in the world. They got every position filled. I look at, their 5 man roster. Their 5 man starting lineup is good enough to beat any starting lineup in the NBA. No doubt about it. But you got to go out there and you got to prove it. There's no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses about playoff P or, anybody on the Clippers. You got a good enough team to go out there and win it. I mean, every position, they have a good player, just about. In the point guard position, you're not lacking. You got Rondo now. And that's what everybody's been talking about. I've even said it on some of my other videos. They're a point guard away from making it to the finals and winning it. So now you got your point guard. You got your superstar, number one superstar, the best player on the Clippers in Kawhi Leonard, 2-time champion. Definitely got experience. You got Paul George, a really good wingman, a star player in Paul George. You got Marcus Morris, a really good small or power forward in him and the way he's playing and the way he's shooting right now. And he's always, played physical type defense. Then in the center position, you either got Serge Ibaka in the forefront or either you got Zubac playing, what I'm saying, maybe in the center position. Maybe you throw Boogie in there, of course, to start. But either way, if either one of them is starting, they still got a good chance. So then you look at their bench. You got Terrence Mann, a really, really good off the bench player. I mean, I think he really, I almost want to say Terrence Mann makes up for Lou Williams. I mean, this dude, he came off the bench, what was it, the other night, and he had the same amount of points Kawhi Leonard had. He had 20 points in 21 minutes of play. The game, not the other night when they played, not last night when they played the Hornets, but the night before that, he had 20 points in 21 minutes. You have a player in him who could really make a difference. Hopefully, the moment's not too big for him in the playoffs. It don't seem like it will because it seems like he's just fearless. And then you have you look at, like I said, Boogie Cousins coming off the bench. If he does come off the bench, that's another weapon you have. Then, well, I guess you have Rondo come off the bench between. I guess Patrick Beverly would be the starter, but either way, it doesn't matter. Patrick Beverly is a dog on defense. He's going to play hard, and Patrick Beverly is shooting the 3-pointer really well this year. He's shooting it a lot better than I think he's ever have. So now you got another 3-point threat on the floor that can actually knock down a shot and play pesky defense. So I'm looking at this team and it's like, where's their weakness? Is Serge Ibaka healthy? They got a shot blocker in the paint. If Serge Ibaka healthy, now they got a shot blocker in the paint, even though Serge Ibaka is older, but you have a shot blocker in the paint who can score on the other end. Serge Ibaka can get you 10, 15 points a game. He can do that. Serge Ibaka can step out to the 3-point line and kill people from the perimeter. Serge Ibaka can do that. And this is what I'm saying. Where are the Clippers' weaknesses really? They technically kind of don't have any. I mean, you look at their team is stacked. So I'm looking at it like if they don't at least make it to the finals, it's a bust season. I don't care if the Lakers are in their way. I think I mean, can they beat the Lakers in a 7 game series? Of course they can. Can they beat the Suns, the Utah, and Portland, and Dallas, and they could beat any team in the West. They could beat any team in the Western Conference. It doesn't even matter who it is because they are talented enough to do so. The question is, are the Clippers going to do it? Because now there's no Doc Rivers. There's more free open play. There's there should be a better chemistry with the team. They are 1+ year together. They went through the struggle last year. So this year should be the promising future that everybody was talking about and that I also alluded to before about this team as well. So no excuses, Clippers. No excuses. You got to go out here and you got to make this happen. And that's all that needs to go. That's all that needs to go down. That's all that needs to be said. No excuses. You got everything you need. I mean, what else can I say? Except go win it.